just been on an upwards trend ever since. Especially, I'm really happy with our map 5 performances this regular season, because before, like, Infected was known as like, oh, maybe he's not the best in map 5s, like he had his whatever streak or curse, but we won 2 map 5s, so I'm really happy for that. And now it's just about preparing for the playoffs now.
Curse is broken. We're super excited to see you guys back in action in the playoffs. Danny, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck in your upcoming matches.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Great to hear from Danny. Also, I really do love the beat. Him going in, triggering them,
and winning,
prompting the tour fan. Like,
I like that.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We're all here for it. We're also here for our last regular season match, which will be starting very soon. First, we're heading into a break, and afterwards, we will be setting the stage for Nightmare and Extinction.
The match is about to start.
Sorry I'm late. Let's do this.
Widow's up top. I'm on point, dude. Genji, you want Nino? Okay, guys, lock in. It's overtime.
Let's stagger, let's stagger.
On me, on me, on me. Yeah, I'm dead.
Down.
My ult's ready.
Xander.
Dead.
Pushing, I'm pushing.
No, pull back.
Hold car, we're down.
That was so bad. Yeah, we suck. Yep.
Let's try something new.
Diving back line.
No, I'm dead.
Widow's down.
Matrix, battle.
Oh, no.
I got pulse bomb.
Back on cart. Come on, back on cart.
Oh, going in.
Stop the cart. Stop the cart.
Oh my god! Ah! Go to world! Did you see that?
Making their OWCS World Finals debut, please welcome to the stage, Team Phoenix!
Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
You've seen a ghost.
Who's ready to party? Good news, everyone.
Form is temporary. The spirit is eternal.
One more match to go before we're done and dusted with Stage 3 regular season play in NA as well. Jack Napper will be on the mic for this one. There was no seeding on the line, so once again, we're just playing for the vibes, we're playing to have a good time, and also we're playing to have a good last showing. And at least one of those teams will want to have that after what happened to them yesterday. But I believe we do talk about Nightmare first, so let's chat Nightmare first. Nightmare, we talked about it throughout the stage. They had a very front-loaded schedule, right? So their season really just started in week 3 or 4, and it's been kind of cruising time for them ever since then. They're just finding themselves smacked up in the middle of the standings, and they've been looking good against the teams that we expect them to be.
Yeah, I think that's been the narrative, right? It's, well, What was the first match? It was Team Liquid. They lost 3-1. And what was the second match? It was SSG. They lost 3-1. It was like they only take control. They only take Ilios. They were the Ilios team, basically. And then in week 3, they faced GK. So extremely front-loaded. But I think when it came to ranking this team pre-season, I think most people had them, you could argue maybe third, but I think most people had them 4th place, and that's exactly where they lie. And like you mentioned, Zoe, this match, it doesn't mean anything for seeding. Both teams are locked in. They have secured 4th here, and which is nice because 4th is that break point where you're not instantly in the lowers.
Does seem like there's quite a bit of a tear break after Nightmare as well, because Extinction lost to the team that kind of got floored by Nightmare a week ago. So this Nightmare roster destroyed Team Z. 0 points to Team Z that game, 51 meters to a full cap on Esperanza. And Extinction didn't beat Team Z just yesterday, so it could be a bit of a rush blow for Extinction, although I would like to see them have a good game to finish out the season with. For Nightmare as well, though, they've at least taken maps off some of the top teams, but they need to level up a lot more coming up for the playoffs because they need to be in a position to maybe make it upset happen again.
I do have to talk about the Extinction game from yesterday, though, because they were considered a heavy favorite heading into that match. We all expected them to win against Team Z, and it was their playoffs live on the line, right? They, just because of the loss yesterday against Team Z, they're out of playoffs contention. That's not what we expected, especially not just after the week previously. They've played it so close against SSG. They went all the way to map 5.
Man, that was an insane game too. You can say all you like about, you know, Space Station not scrimming too much or like not scrimming at all, cancel scrims, etc. But like still taking the caliber of players to a map number 5, like that is really impressive. But they fell flat here. They did, and it was a little bit disappointing, I think, for a lot of people, including the audience. I think it was like a 70% vote for Extinction, and I think you'd be very right in saying that they were going to come in and maybe 3-1 Team Z. It was just a couple of missed opportunities, and it was, in Avril, we kind of talked about it on the broadcast too yesterday, it was very scrappy. Like the game was, like some of the fights were taking a long time. There was no definitive end to some of them, especially on like Atlas. That was a fever dream there for some of the points.
Oh, that's a good and bad thing. I mean, it means that if you're supposed to be winning, you're not really finishing off these fights. You're not just kind of, you know, being able to close the door, so to speak, and take that point and move on, or win the map and move on. So probably a little bit still left on the table there for Extinction that they would like to come back in with.
Absolutely. I think they do want to just like end on a high note, even though they're not in playoffs contention anymore. I do think that they want to show us what they're capable of. And on the flip side of this one, Nightmare, Extinction is one of those teams that we expect them to beat. So we want to see something really convincing here for to feel good about them heading into the playoffs. So let's see what both of these teams have in store for us on our last regular season match here in our NA region. Jack, Admiral, please take it away.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, it's been a weird, long ride. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying it, but yeah, last match of Stage 3 already. Playoffs is next week, which is, yeah, time flies. It really does when you're having fun. What are your expectations for this series? Are you expecting a 3-0 from Nightmare here? Maybe a little 3-1?
Really should be a 3-0. I think if a Nightmare wants to be the caliber of team that can get an upset win against your established top 3 now as defined by our regular season standings, this needs to be a team that is leveling up every single week, that is looking better week to week. We do have a new patch coming out for next week's playoffs game as well. And for Nightmare, I mean, that's where they do their best work. So if Nightmare want to be a team that maintains their reputation of making every single LAN event for the OWCS, this needs to be a very clean game for them today.
Yeah, shaping up for the playoff. It's not exactly a long break either, right? It's just your regular week, and there's a big patch on Tuesday. What we presume is going to be a big patch. Obviously, new season. Team 4 devs are going to be changing up a lot of things. I think a lot of teams right now, especially we're being in week 6, they found their comfort. It's not like, okay, we have to play Wu Yang. There's teams that are permanently playing like Kiri Lucio. Like, that's just their kind of style. The meta is very open, and teams have found at this point their style of play. And depending on how this patch rolls around, like for Nightmare especially, I think they're going to be at least better equipped than you'd argue some other teams. Just having Rhino and Painkiller on the roster at least opens you up to being able to play a lot of different tank metas.
Kiriko ban coming out straight away means Lucio Wuyang most likely on the table for Nightmare. Now, Nightmare have been a team that has been very keen on playing the Wuyang. So, when we look at Extinction, I don't think they've played much of it in comparison. Extinction to me, I mean, based on what we saw yesterday, a lot of Lucio Kiriko. I mean, Scuffed is already hovering the BAP for now. So, no Kiriko available. Lucio BAP with Ram for a Brawl start, but should be a very exciting DPS game. Maybe not the very first round, because I do expect King to start on the sim, but King's Tracer yesterday was lights out. So King versus Rocket, the Tracer versus Tracer, a little bit later on should be quite good.
Yeah, I do like this. I like this Brawl from Extinction. I do. I don't think, obviously, BAP not been playing too much, considering the support picks have mainly been Wuyang, Kiri, Lucio, and have been our top bans as well, to be fair. But against the Ram, it's actually really nice. Secrets are getting jumped on here. Nice little flank play coming through with a teleport. It's actually taking a little bit too much damage. Needs some heals like desperately. In fact, look at this. They're just sending the whole goon squad after him. And Vision's off the map. Okay, what is with the environmentals over the last couple of days? Like, what has been happening? Well, Hitori's dead.
Wasn't it the Team Z versus Extinction game yesterday that also had all the environmentals on Li Jiang?
Yeah, it was.
There's something about Extinction, man. Something is about Extinction. This is going crazy.
Fell off the map like 3 times, like 2-3 times, right?
On Kiriko, I remember that one. Oh, Vision, might have made a mistake there. Could have also been, I don't see what would have been, because sometimes the enemy team pushes you off and they don't get the kill credit. But I don't see any sort of boops. I mean, could have been Nenwai, but usually the Lucio would get the kill credit for that. In case Nightmare, off to a strong start, no surprises. And we're nearly at, well, we're not at a mirror comp, but Painkiller versus Hitori, both on the Ram, but the Ram comp at Extinction, a lot more standard than what Nightmare trying to run.
I was just thinking, maybe you need those, you know, bowling bumpers, you know, you put up for kids. They'll go bowling, and you're like, okay, well, maybe we need some bumpers on this map just in case. Or like ID control maps so they don't fall off the map. Oh, Albert kills Rocket at the very least, but they do actually trade. Okay, Rocket flew out a pulse bomb. There's a last little grenade there being thrown out, and there's at least 1 kill. Scuffed on 2 HP. Really needs heals right now, but unfortunately, Albert is nowhere to be found. Tidal Blast on Hitori does try and TP away. There's a small knockdown there onto the sim, but that sound barrier from Albert is perfectly timed. Painkiller a little bit too far up in the front line now. It's going to get farmed by this sim. Although as soon as that overhealth fell away, Painkiller wasn't even getting touched there at all. Annihilation. And that's 1 dead Vision. Should end up falling over, you've got to imagine, but Painkiller ends up just shield dancing here around Hitori, resets in the Nemesis form. That's another fight win there. Nightmare looking final now, 75% going into the last fight.
And just real quick as well, I'm sure all the adults who use the bumpers were very offended by your comment about the fact that it's for kids.
Come on, man.
Not me personally, though. Not me, guys. I'm good at bowling. I don't need that. So I'm speaking for myself.
Bowling, by the way, Avast. I don't know why. He's extremely good.
I'll take him. Next time I see him, if I see him in Stockholm, if we're both at Stockholm, I'll take him up on that. Anyway.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Last fight, maybe.
Ridiculous. Well, unfortunately, Hitori has got a lot of people to play with in this room, but this Annihilation needs to get more than this. Seeker has got 3 kills already. No touch for Nightmare. 100-0-2. It's a nice way to start the series.
Extinction were looking like they could have actually, they looked like they won that fight as well. I mean, yeah, the C9 happened, and then well, the kills after that don't really matter, but Hitori had Annihilation, kills PK there. They have more players alive, assuming somebody touched. I think Extinction actually win that fight and flip. So I'm gonna be a little disappointing in the fact that they are not able to control that point. I see where we go to next, and as I sort of mentioned, I would like to see King back on that Tracer, because he was quite the carry for them yesterday, despite the loss.
Yeah, King was a big reason they were doing so well. Painkiller with 0 deaths too. That's looking good. Rocket and Nenwai with 1 each as well. Yeah, Zencoms just going with King on the sim.
Very different reads on how to play this Ram as well. You have Extinction playing the more standard Brawl, Lucio BAP, even for the sim to move the Ram around. And then Nightmare playing more like a GK look, the Lucio and the Wuyang at the same time. And okay, well, Vision's just got to slide up into Seeker's face.
Yeah, Seeker's taking a dangerous off angle there. Really nice for the Freya, actually, if you just swing this way. But the only issue with that is that you will get teleported on eventually. Freya's only got 1 updraft. Vision trying to go for the 1v1 versus Nenwai, not winning it out just yet, although Nenwai is kind of in, actually. Nenwai's just kind of go crazy in the backline. In fact, Nenwai kills Vision, of all people. Hitori trying to hunker down on this point, but unfortunately, her team is just dying around her right now. Albert will go Hattori's way, and Extinction gonna lose this fight. King respawning, and that's the cap.
Nice clean fight to start things out with. Supports helping each other out. Wow, it's a little bit too much out from NY at the end. We'll give it a little bit of opportunity now to Extinction to move forward, particularly if they have a TP. This is the time to speed up and get in the face of Nightmare while they're down a play and there's no ults available. Seeker taking a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, almost actually went down right click King there. That would have been a little disastrous, losing 2 off the rip straight away. Nice TP, get vision on off angle. Got a window soon too. This is a good spot for the map to be in. Just permanently rotating on the enemy team. That's exactly what you want to do. Rocking the Philly Fusion skin as well. Mad respect for that.
Support's got ultimates coming up. Vision's 1 HP, but Extinction's their time to burn. Window played. Alba's got one next if required, and might just want to use it because PK's burn Annihilation in response. He's low HP.
Oh, 2-man sound barrier though from Extinction. That is not pretty. Annihilation and Pulse Bomb, 2 ults getting kills. Make that 3 ults getting a kill each. Large ult done there from Nightmare, but it's a worthy one. Extinction did manage to sneak away the point. But that 2-man sound barrier from Alba not looking so hot.
I needed to be a higher value than that because Newire is so far behind an ult charge. Alba had like a good 30+% lead. So double support ults being available. Painkiller was low HP on the Annihilation. It's opportunity to run him down as well. Now Nenwire's going to go deep again. Let's see if Nightmare can stay alive this time and not lose a player getting aggressive. It's Tori's turn to return on the Annihilation.
Oh, that was a really nice boot. This Annihilation.
One man big from Nenwire.
Looking a little sad. Not the best. All good. One less than Alba got in that last fight. Very scrappy one. King ends up using the wall, so a quick point cap here. You've got to imagine Seeker's going to have to come up with something crazy to defend this one. Tori is just going to run Seeker down, easy as he does. And, well, Nightmare, they are touching, but the cap realistically should come through any minute, although saying that, they are giving Nightmare enough time to actually regroup. Rocky gets a final touch in, and looks like Painkiller's actually back in the mix.
Final OC to finish things out. Opportunity here. Lucamino still barely about to get that bubble online. Nightmare can deliver that one easily. Nightmare have got to go good ults now.
Yeah, Talibas
Vision's been booped away.
Well, Vision's getting booped down to the low ground. Yes, the line of sight is just, well, basically negative here for Vision. And Seeker's just going to take the 1v1 and win it too. Vision with the ult just gets absolutely his head caved in. That's going to be Painkiller with a kill on Tori, and Nightmare with a 2-0 to start us out on Samoa, only giving up 16% over the 2 rounds.
I mean, that is definitely quite a statement. I will say again, though, on that opening round, no one touched the point at the end. 3 players alive. Alba was there as well on the Lucio. Lucio's probably the player that you're looking for to make that touch happen, as Tori was really trying to run down PK and successfully did so once the Annihilation was popped. So I don't know if Extinction would have won that round, but we'll never know because the C9 did occur. Certainly would have been a lot closer. But yeah, you get that second round onto towards the beach. A lot more one-sided. Nightmare really looking in big for that one, and not a lot to show in response, sadly, from the side of Extinction. That's considering that they had a decent lead early on. They got a good punish in NY for pushing too far, too hard, and then you had this massive beat advantage from Alba that ended up only hitting 2 of the team members.
Oh wait, is this Vision falling off the map? Oh, Vision just walked off the map. Okay, well,
yeah,
man.
It's a who are you moment right there.
Walking off the map. Yeah, exactly.
I remember.
Yeah.
Arnott's done it a few times actually as well. But he gets paid to do that. That's the difference. Everyone else is doing it for free.
Dude, he's still kicking. I mean, it's crazy. Also, I mean, this is a little bit off a little bit tangent, but isn't Who Are You still like 23? The guy's still insanely young. Like,
he's not on a team right now, by the way. It's where are you currently? He's still good anyway.
Oh, okay, free agent. I like that.
So it is the end of the year. It'll be 2026 the next time you see his face if you do. But
didn't Shanghai Dragons pick him up just for playoffs?
No, that's Mayhem. That's Mayhem in 23. That's Albert pulling some shenanigans. Albert pulling some justice strats. Anyway, this game, particularly on that second round, not looking as close as you'd want. But moving forward, Kiriko is going to be available again, so you don't need the Lucio back on the side of Extinction anyway, which means they can go back to Lucio Kiriko, which means King can go back to playing Tracer, and I think that's what they need.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, King on the Tracer was kind of insane yesterday. Esperanza looked really good from King. Oh yeah, losing that 3-1 against Team C, it's such a rough one. And this game as well, not having any kind of implications on the standings, just more like map diff and, you know, a little scoreline thing. It's got to be rough for Extinction. Hopefully, obviously in the comms, having a little bit of fun with it. Obviously knowing that they can't make the playoffs now. And yeah, well, we said it yesterday, but a lot of the players you'll end up seeing again, I'm sure.
Definitely still trying very hard though. I can see that they're like, you know, they're prepared, they're playing comps that make sense, doing the best they can, and they are able to win fights, they are able to punish, they are able to get the lead in various respects, whether that's in the economy or some other position on the map. So they just need to be able to hold on to that lead and convert. But we expect Nightmare to be the better team here. They have been the better team throughout the course of the stage so far. And you know, Nightmare are currently the gatekeeper team from the top 4. You can't make the top 4 because Nightmare create a bit of a tear gap between themselves and everybody else in the region. And now we have a double flex support look coming on through with Squid being subbed in for Namwai. So it's Squid and Luke Mino, 2 flex supports coming in. Wonder what the map could be. Might be an escort.
Yeah, it feels like an escort at the very least. Yeah, it's kind of insane actually the amount of tier breaks in the standings. I think a lot of people would have had GK as a like GK then tier break, Space Station, Liquid kind of thing, but I think top 3 right now, and then it's a tier break between them and Nightmare, and then
just like our fantasy, by the way,
under Nightmare. It kind of is. That's yeah, damn, that's crazy.
That's why I said earlier, I'm the GK of our fantasy going on.
Yeah, you
the
are.
Break between me and Mitch is the Nightmare.
Damn,
so,
that's crazy, man.
And then Matt is Dildux, so there it is. Let's go, Matt.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah. It is Matt's responsibility to pay for Dildux to go to LAN. He said he would do that. So
he did say that. Don't let him forget.
Yeah. He did promise. He did write that down in contract in ink. So Dildux lawyers, get on him for that right now. Watchpoint Gibraltar. So yeah, double flex support.
Lawyers. He means Razor. Get on that. He's the CEO of Dildux. CEO, social media manager, all of the above.
Oh, look at this targeting. I love that. This is, they really want to prevent Extinction from playing Lucio Kiriko, but more than that, this is also to protect the fact that they want to play double flex support. They don't want Squid's heroes to be banned out. So removing the Lucio, well, they're not playing the Lucio anyway because they're playing double flex support, so they don't lose out from banning Lucio. It impacts pretty heavily Extinction because Extinction's trying to get a Lucio Kiriko comp going for them. And now that I have the Lucio, are they going to end up being forced into double flex support as well? Because it's going to be pretty rough. It might end up being Brig Ana again, because it's what we saw out of them yesterday versus Team Z. They went for the Brig Ana Winston look. That's probably where they'll end up landing. No, yeah, Freya does mean more Soj, potential Hanzo.
Yeah, Freya feels pretty bad to play against as a Brig, so you're kind of happy about that, I suppose. Getting that off the table, but yeah, like you said, Soj. I want to see King back on the Tracer, man. Like, King has been on fire recently. Your Vancouver Titans King.
So it'll be the Seeker Hanzo.
Ooh, okay. Don't mind that. Maybe I prefer the Sojourn here for Seeker, but again, last match of the stage, no implications here, so you can have a little bit of fun with it.
Oh, this is a
playing serious.
Really nice Hanzo map. Obviously, extremely good Hanzo map, as we all know. Vision would do well to also play the Hanzo here, given the lack of Freya available. But no Brig so far for Extinction. I wonder if they are not going to lock in the Brig at all, given that they are running the Winston again. Brig and Winston makes a lot of sense here.
Yeah, Vision locking the Hanzo as well. Looks like double, yeah, straight up double flags. Okay, Albert on the Brig. Okay, Ana Brig. I was thinking maybe Kiriko. I was going to say that's an aggro backline. I really like it, but you need the defense here, man. Painkiller is going to ruin your day on this D.Va.
So you really need to be proactive here if you're Extinction, because the poke is immense. You have double flex support plus Hanzo, raining all sorts of damage into you. Speaking of damage, Painkiller's taking a lot, but Scuff just needs to stay alive. Really, you want Hitori taking damage here so Scuff can get an early nano.
Yeah, Vision kind of hunting as well for this headshot. It's fairly elusive so far as Painkiller jumps on him. Nice nade, actually.
Big punish.
Past the D.Va Matrix, yeah, really big punish. Painkiller overstaying is welcome. Although it just arrived, to be fair. They do end up trading for Alba, but with Painkiller dead, the car presence is cut to basically 0. Okay, Vision.
Sleep on the Rocket as well. Rocket's out of that, despite getting slept. But Extinction have got a nice lead here. See if they can extend that, as they're not going to get locked up too hard. Rocket does find Scuff. Just going to slow things down. It's on the high ground here.
Gotta kill Rocket, man. Rocket has no recall. He's going to get Matrixed out, but unfortunately cannot Matrix the Tesla cannon. Nice kill from Hattori. Almost got 2 because Vision was extremely low as well. Should be a touch here. However, Nano's so close. Like, Scuffed is 15% away. That's only a couple of shots into the Winston.
A lot of pressure on the Seeker here as well. Taking a little bit more damage. This should be enough damage to farm on the Nano now. They're going to just buy some time with the Dragon Strike to heal up Hattori, and they responded to Nano, but they lose King. They still got to go, though.
Yeah, they do. That's a nice box one from Rocket too. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's going to be halting for the time being, but they got the rush out, and they used the Dragons for it. You're not going to get that.
I hope Alba didn't throw in too many packs for the healing of their own Hattori, because they really needed the Nano. And Scuffed, that last 15% took so long. And just as the entirety of the team falls away, and there's Scuffed finally gets a Nano, but realistically, Hattori should have been healed up to full by Scuffed. The Nano should have been there. Hattori goes in as Dragon Strike phase, you Nano, and that's the fight. Even 4v5, pretty winnable.
Tidal Blast available for Squid too. Surely don't apply to Seeker, they might have to be fair. A little bit of defensive countermeasure. Hattori back into the back line. And the Nano Primal. Hattori looked really good on these Primals yesterday on the Watchpoint Gibraltar. And, well, just keeping up that record. A little 2 with the Primal. Maybe even more as well. Forces the recall on the Tracer. Self-destruct on the point for Painkiller to get the remeg. Alba tanks it with the shield. Nice rally bash actually stops Painkiller getting in that mech. And they secure first.
Not bad. They finally get the cap through a decent amount of time as well. Let's see how they do on B with the listening.
I can bubble rotate.
Yeah, you ready? I can look near too.
Keep coming. Come here.
They're fast now.
How's it doing? He's sleeping on ping. She has.
Careful, straight spot.
Turn one.
Try to beat. Come here.
Have no CDs, just shoot hesitant. Take top.
Nice. Help to
Hold back. Look, Hanzo.
I'm needing Hanzo.
Hanzo.
Try me.
Point next. Curie point. Curie point.
Help King.
Nice.
I'm stuck on point now. They're gonna have Kitsune, okay? Kitsune, just Kitsu.
Let's put him wide.
I'll drag him top.
Yeah.
Or actually, I'll just drag him.
Far, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Test wide. I stuff top left.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just on point.
Left.
How's me?
Try me.
Come here, man.
I'll pack you, King.
I'll make card eventually. I'm so close. She has.
I gotta live.
She has card.
Hattori down. Painkiller is purple, but do they have the burst damage? Doesn't look like it. There was a Suzu and a wave there, as well as the wall to help protect Painkiller as he held the spike guard. Clean up. King maybe looking for a pulse. Oh, Rocket.
Late death. That'll cost some time. Vision needs to stay alive here. And doesn't look like he will. In fact, Alba's going to go down. This is starting to look quite dire. Extinction will be losing a lot of time from just waiting for multiple players back to back. Oh, it's so late. More time gone.
Yeah, rest in peace. Didn't catch the wave respawn there, sadly. All good though, still got ults. Chill, everybody chill. All good. We just reset here. Reset high ground. Nano boost onto spaceship. Hattori's gonna die though.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh, Hattori was super far up. Look at the supports. Scuffed and Alba had no LOS on her.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a decent Nano opportunity, but I think the wall might have broken the LOS set on Painkiller, so big punish. It's really sad for Extinction to be on all of these ultimates and not have the opportunity to push in, because Luke Mito actually didn't have Kiriko during the listen-in when they said that maybe the Kitsune was there. Now Luke Mito does, but on top of that, you got Seeker, in fact, just everybody, the entirety of the rest of Nightmare about to be sitting on a stack in just a few moments, and they were severely behind at ults in comparison.
Nano onto Hattori. There you go. There's the spaceship control that we kind of wanted. Painkiller got anti too. I mean, the Dragon Strike's going to get thrown out. Tidal Blast attached to Seeker. Seeker still kills Scuff, though, with a Dragon Strike through Spaceship. I mean, that's nuts. Hattori needs to find some damage here, but yeah, Seeker just pocketed. Doesn't end up killing the Winston. Does tie to the Dragon Strike of Vision, though. It's just Hanzo Gaming. Okay, we're just Hanzo Gaming right now.
Sooner still there will be used now. Rally in response.
Rally, yeah. There's a downpour available for Painkiller, though. Squid's under a little bit of trouble. King is just trying to kill the Wu Yang, but he's just getting perma-pocketed by Lukamino. It's just so tough with the supports like that just pocketing each other as the Tracer. You need some additional like burst damage from someone like Vision or even Hattori jumping in. It's going to be another reset, Avril. 30 seconds to go, and that's a stagger.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. Alba even comes back with the Kiriko to be a little bit quicker. I can't imagine Alba really wants to be on Kiriko, but maybe given the lack of time remaining and no ultimates, having the Suzu in the back pocket is going to be quite good. But will be the final fight on this point, at least. Painkiller holding the only ultimate so far. Hattori dying early has been a bit of a problem in some of these fights, and certainly wouldn't want to see it here. PK obviously not going to go for a very risky play.
King in the backline right now. They have checked King's position. Yeah, they got Sonic as well.
King's to touch it.
Does need a touch. Needs a touch. There we go. Okay, King, triple blink, recall on the point. Very vulnerable now. Ends up double blinking now to the mega health route. Painkiller pretty low, needs some heals. Wow. Ends up getting taken down by Hattori. And actually, Extinction have managed to grasp hold of this point. And they force the supports out bottom right as well for Nightmare. And Hattori should be able to hold this door. Rocket is going to be the last person to touch, as Lucamino does end up getting antied. Now Seeker back in the mix. However, just needs some headshots, but someone needs to touch again. Rocket's 1 HP. Hattori ends up getting the kill, and in OT, Extinction cap. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the point now.
I mean, it's just a huge kill to Painkiller. Not the one where he's resetting right now. In fact, Seeker's even just going to get one as he resets. But a big kill onto Painkiller that gives Extinction a massive advantage in that fight. And then Nightmare is struggling to be able to gain any further touches. Rocket will do what he can as a tracer to keep that payload contested, but can only hold for so long before it's all over. Extinction get through that with a lot of ults still in the pocket. Speaking of which, Nightmare will have that stack of ults now, all 5.
King wants this pulse bomb so bad on the Wu Yang. Might even try for it. Lucamino with the TP. Yeah, King has to get out. Alba's already dead, so can't really stay around for too much longer. Could double blink over the little pipes there, but looks like King is actually just going to continue this foray into the back line. Dragon Strike in the small room. Hattori's caught out. No Primal. Nano Boost too. Wait, did Scuff lose Nano there?
No, Scuff nanoed Hattori, but Hattori died even with the Nano on, unfortunately.
Yeah, unlucky. 30 seconds to go again. And the Painkiller still holding on to this ult too.
Here it is, 20 seconds to make it work. So a lot to use here for Extinction. Next up, you'd imagine Katsuna Rush. You would like to finish with that one. Hattori is not going to mess around. As sort of mentioned, as we saw in previous fights, has gotten a lot of kills off the Primal and searching for an out with so much damage.
The pocket is insane on Seeker too. I mean, you just hit that heal from the Wu Yang and he's just not going to die. Tidal Blast on the Tracer, looking for a knockdown. Does get one. Ooh, the stick too. How did Rocket land that? That connection was insane. It was like half in, half out of the bubble. Alba and Vision end up coming out with big kills, but Squid from the backline ends up getting the Tracer, who's very vulnerable on the payload without a recall. Seeker finishes that one off strong with a couple of shots from the Hanzo, and there you go. Nightmare hold. Extinction with a decent push on Watchpoint Gibraltar, all things considered.
Lost a lot of time, unfortunately, on the first 2 points, and on C just had to kind of do it ideally within the one fight, but a big reset forces them back. A lot of ultimates, but Primal being used in a situation where kind of trying to initiate very deep to the backline, and as you sort of mentioned, Seeker just being hard-pocketed, and Hattori having to exit from that, not getting too much done. The Nano, as discussed, was used on Hattori as well, but she dies with the Nano on just before the Primal dies at about 97% to Primal, so very unfortunate situation there as well. Just these kind of fights that these ultimates are not getting much value. Katsuna Rush does eventually come through from Extinction, but just doesn't push the payload enough for them, and doesn't give them the opportunity to get much more done. That's despite Vision actually getting a couple of nice picks in that final fight, but yeah, just not enough to get further distance in the cap.
Oh, I was hoping Alba would stay on the Weaver there, but not to be, not to be. Back to Brig jail.
It is a
like playing Brig, to be fair. Don't want to take that away.
It is a good combo for what they're trying to run. This is what you have to do when you don't have Lucio Kiriko available. You have to run the Brigana. Classic with the Winston. Played a full mirror of this yesterday when they were against Team Z. Although, obviously Nightmare are not going to be able to play that because they have double flex support in terms of their backline lined up. Everything else looking pretty equal here. Painkiller back on the Diva for the first point. See if he stays on that. Nope, not even going to stay at all.
Yeah, Painkiller's straight over the Winton. All right, Seeker. I see some logs. Wow, Hattori's 1 HP. Oh, kind of missed the jump there. It looked like Hattori wants to back off to the boxes, but wow, dominated in the sky. That is not the first kill that you want to see if you're Extinction, and now you're just going to have to retreat into server. But being in server room like this, even with the Brig, is like good luck. Like you give up so much.
Yeah, the payload's just going to start moving through here. It's very similar to what happened to PK on the defense. In fact, he might go down here again. PK ate a bio nade on D.Va on his own 8-point defense, which allowed Extinction to push through a lot. And the same is happening on the opposite side. But I sort of mentioned, look at all the space. Blue control fully on the side of Nightmare. Extinction are basically stuck in server at this point.
Yeah, Tori did it.
Tori again.
Yeah, tries to get to blue box, but she just gets bursted. As soon as that happens, like, Seeker receives that right click from the Wuyang and then unloads the Storm arrows.
This is the cap.
Good nade. Yeah, this is a cap for sure.
It's one mistake compounding into further. And this is what the snowball looks like. You lose a Tori too early on. You have to give up so much space. King resetting here. And because you gave up all that space, the only place you can really safely play is server room. And Tori comes back, you've lost full high ground control. You're trying to fight back onto payload with no control of the map. Tori tries to take some control back and just instantly punished for that. So Nightmare have been able to do all of that with an insane amount of time still in the bank. And we haven't even seen one ultimate yet. Alpha swap, by the way.
Basically saving the Storm arrows for when Tori jumps in. Yeah, Alpha did end up swapping Kiriko now. No Brig. Brig gonna get in. You know, like, as proactive as you'd want to be. Oh, the stick from Rocket was... That was a little nasty. Little 45, a little 90-degree flick there. That was real good. Alpha with no Swift Step or no Suzu, apparently. So that's one dead backline. As Scuffed also gets sent to the skies.
Incredible tracer game from King yesterday, but an even better one from Rocket right now live on Gibraltar. In the final game of the stage in the regular season. And once Alba goes down, you'd imagine... Okay, no, Tori's back, so they will be able to hold a little bit here. Scuff knees down.
Oh, Tidal Blast. Oh, Tori's still in. Man, Tori's been kind of bullied on the Winston, but it's kind of the pick you want to go for. You want to be able to push through the Winston out. Oh, nice shot. Doesn't matter, like 5 minutes in the time bank. I mean, it's this Nightmare just kind of walking this one in, bro.
If this was hybrid, you would be in a draw. In fact, no Extinction didn't cap, so yeah, forget about it. We're not even going to play for that. We're just going to play for cap at the corner, which is a really rough corner to hold. Where the defensive position really is strong on C is right towards the end, super close to the defensive spawn. That corner is going to be a little bit tough, especially when you're still not quite getting the ultimates in there just yet. Nano for Nano traded.
Oh, good sleep. Cruz ended up waking up eventually, but already Lucamino has skedaddled. Completely out of there. Tori doesn't have primal. Well, no, sorry. Does have primal now. Both primal rages taking to the skies. Okay, a little primal v primal. I like it. Tori does end up getting revenge on Rocket. Eventually getting the kill, but slipped again. Lucamino's sleep darts are kind of nutty right now.
Extinction would have wanted a little bit more from that. Pulse also used by King in the middle of everything. A lot of time to burn down. Extinction need a lot of fights where they can just slow things down, but now that ultimates are gone, what do you do? Well, kill into Seeker will certainly help.
Tori's very low. Abra on the Alari now, which is kind of sick on this point. A lot of poke damage, of course. A very little healing, though, sadly, for the Winston a lot of the time, because your right-click beam healing is not doing too much. And positioning the pylon aggressively, too, is going to be tough. That was cheeky. Okay, climbing the wall there to get, like, an almost direct line shot onto Scuff with a Dragon Strike. Nice movement there from Seeker. Look good. Yeah, this is the final push here. Painkiller gets 2, and it's on such an awkward spot as well. I mean, you can see in the corner, Vision with a Dragon Strike, a couple of hitmarks.
Whoa!
Wait, Vision! What?
Okay.
They capped anyway, but what was that? Vision gets 3 kills with the Dragon Strike and then a headshot. Like, what? What? 2 kills the Dragon Strike.
Imagine if they had a player touching while that happened. That would have actually been a hold. Yeah. That would have been, well, at least for that fight, they would have held for that fight, which would have been a pretty incredible miracle. But a very convincing final engagement despite the Dragon Strike, where it actually started with Lucamino solo killing Alba off screen. It was a long-range nade, which then not nade shot, who was the streamer, long-range nade, and then just some left clicks, some scoping left clicks, and Alba just goes down at range. It's just like, wow, you just lose your Lari like that. It's kind of nuts. And then you lose Scuff because of the Dragon Strike that we saw from Seeker. So it's your entire backline gone. Double support's dead. That's all you need.
He's called Nade Shot a streamer. I mean, I guess he is, but a little bit more than that. But yeah, nice stuff here for Nightmare. Just kind of what we expected, really. King not really having a good game.
You're right. He's also a husband.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
is
He's
true.
also
And a
there, that's
father
right.
too. And it's father as well, I believe. But yeah, this was a nice stick by Rocket. Real clean stuff. But yeah, what we kind of expected from Nightmare, to be honest with you. Next map, hopefully King has a little bit better one, as they're kind of getting out-traced by Rocket right now.
It's also the start of A, as we sort of looked at as well. Hitori down instantly, respawns, makes a jump for blue box, dies again. Unfortunately, they just lost all map control. Unfortunately, C may have been holdable, but the problem is the 5-minute time bank. Nightmare just have way too much time, and it's not even to finish the map. It's just to get like 2/3, maybe even less of that through the map. You have to hold the corner, which, as discussed, is like that's not always like an easy corner to hold on C. You really want to be playing for like your own spawn on C to get the best chance of actually completing a bit of a hold. So yeah, unfortunately A ended up being the unfoiling, although B wasn't really that much going on, sadly, for Extinction either, because to get a 5-minute time bank, both A and B have to basically be speedruns.
Yeah, we'll see where Extinction want to go. This will potentially be the last map for both teams in the regular season. Nightmare obviously locking in that 4th seed. Yeah, they look good. They look pretty decent. I mean, who stood out for you in general for Nightmare over the stage, or even just this? Well, yeah, actually not this match, just the stage in general. Has anybody kind of piqued your interest? Anybody you think has been like extra impressive this stage?
I don't know about extra impressive, but I'll just always refer back to DPSs. I do quite like Rocket a lot on this team. Also, Seeker sort of ended his run with SSG in a bit of a disappointing way in stage 2, so I'm glad that he is sort of bounced back a little bit and does look, you know, what we always thought he was going to be, which is a good hit scan, mechanically strong player, which is kind of, for whatever happened on SSG, I mean, the final game that they played, especially losing up the Chronicle in the way that Seeker did, was not a good showing for Seeker, so hopefully a bit more of a bounce back this time around.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I think Seeker much improved. It was like a perma Freya meta, and Chronic was just the best Freya in North America, and just kind of rocked Seeker a little bit. And then eventually people were like, okay, actually you can still play the Sojourn. Like Freya then obviously got some nerfs, and even through the like after this stage, like, hey, you can play Sojourn, man. Like his scans are not out. Wait, Sniper is in for Hitori. Okay, we had the sub, so we're seeing NY come back in as well. So it's going to be standard kind of Lucio business for the next one.
Has Hitori been
for Hitori?
I don't think Sniper's played at all, right? I don't think Sniper's played a single map. So this is an opportunity to give Sniper an opportunity to play one map. Last game of the season, why not? For the stage for them.
Okay, Sniper. All right, that's what you got. Yeah, that's kind of insane. It's not played throughout this whole stage, and fair enough. I mean, yeah, taking a back seat. Hitori's has been fairly good on the dive of the last few weeks, but we'll see what Sniper could do. Are we going to see Roadhog? I don't know. Esperanza is the map choice.
Wow, a couple things here. Number one, Esperanza is the comeback map. So this is the map that we see teams uniquely be able to sort of squeeze in a win sometimes when it looks like all is lost. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for Extinction yesterday. Team Z actually finished full cap that map, so the other side of push, the more likely side of push usually doesn't happen, which is you just actually finish the whole thing. Well, no, you don't finish the whole thing, but you win when you're supposed to. Ram being banned out here probably helped Sniper out a little bit, Reaper in response to eliminate any possible Zarya Reaper combinations on this map. This is going to be interesting. I haven't seen Sniper play before, so I'm going to be learning a little bit about what Sniper's going to be bringing to the table.
Sniper did win the J3 Community Clash, just saying. So, yeah.
True.
I need to check what team that was with. Let me have a look. It was Bun, Zomba, Infected, Aspen on that team as well, and Landon. And the team was called Infection. Yeah, so huge W. Did they even drop a map? No, they didn't. They won the whole thing. I think Infected played mainly, but I think Sniper came in. I can't remember. It was a long time ago at this point. But yeah, so there you go. Your J3 Community Clash winner in Sniper. Did do decently well in FACEIT Master League 2 and the Calling All Heroes Challengers too. End up coming first with the Dildox team.
Yeah, like I said, it is potentially the last map of the entire season and the year for Extinction, so might as well give everybody a chance to play. I mean, Danny even got a map today, so it really does say everything. Danny's won for the year. Don't worry, the next time Danny gets subbed in, it'll be Team Liquid versus Crazy Raccoon. That'll be the sneaky Danny subbing last minute.
Oh yeah, and on Nightmare Eclipse too, actually won the Challenger Series Championship on Nightmare Eclipse. So there you go. A lot of accolades there. Another one maybe to add on to the belt. Trying to beat the main Nightmare. We'll get those flipped around in a second. Obviously, Extinction on the left, Nightmare on the right.
Will it be a Ryan comp? Certainly not going to be Zarya Reaper anymore.
I'm hoping.
Again, not super familiar with
It's the
Sniper's
last map, or it could be.
so won't be too sure what's going to come out. Although Lucio and Kiriko are both available now for the side of Extinction.
Sniper's more of an off-tank player, just put out
so
there into the ether. So
the Reaper ban definitely to target the combination with the Zarya, and even without the Reaper, Sniper's like, we're still going to run the Zarya, pair it with the Genji, which is also a nice combination for the Zarya. Not as strong as Reaper is in this meta, but wonder what Painkillers run the Hog for, given that, I don't know.
I think
was PK expecting a... I mean, this actually looks like the Extinction teams he gained yesterday just swapped, because it's Hitori on the Hog yesterday.
Yeah, that's kind of true, actually. Yeah, because we were talking about how Hitori maybe should have swapped a little bit earlier. Oh, nice try. Oh, Painkillers left. Oh, they did cleanse. It's a free nade. I don't think there's going to be a spot where you can do it, though, unfortunately. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, Scarf Dental going down to Rocket. Not a good start.
Just like when Extinction played the Hog yesterday, it was the DPS that really allowed them to take that first couple of fight wins. Thankfully get to hit a hook, and I think especially in Zarya, even if you do hit a hook, just going to see a bubble.
Yeah, insta bubble. Yeah, this is going the exact opposite of yesterday, yeah, where the Hog, like, lost the fight fairly handedly on the first one.
No, they won. The Hitori actually got a couple hikes. Yeah, they won because King and Vision popped off.
Oh, yes. You're right, yeah.
And they actually capped. They got the 55 and capped after 2 fights, and then lost after that.
Actual goldfish brain. No. Call me Jaws for no reason. All right, Pink.
Oh, there it is.
That's a kill. On to King. W. All right, King down. Pulse bomb for Rocket. It's already heard now. That's kind of crazy.
Oh.
Mission, though. Nice shot to Rocket. Okay, it's a shut down the trace. Continue rush, trying to make sure they get the point. They should be able to get a checkpoint. Yeah, there's no way Nightmare or Extinction are in a position to stop that. Like I said, we'll get the names flipped around as well. Nightmare are on the right-hand side.
And it's interesting that Scuff really wants to play the Ana here as well, when I think Lucio Kiriko probably makes a bit more sense, given that is a lot more meta. Ana is pretty punishable here as well. You can definitely get... I mean, the Ana will play one to Hog. It's one thing, but your chance of getting hooked is certainly going to be there. And also the fact that Rocket and Seeker can just snipe you down. Okay, which is Nano Vision?
Okay, sure. I mean, why not? And there's the whole Hog. No, no hook. What is my Hog doing, man? He's in the back line. Goodness. Gotta be careful, NY. We haven't got sound barrier as well.
Halo got stolen as well, so they need to contend with that. Big ult's coming on live for Nightmare in just a hot second.
Yeah, sound barrier does end up hitting 4 there. You're gonna chase down Painkiller. Oh, the grab with the Hog. You gotta burst him though. He's got too much health. There's the sound barrier from NY. Nice response. Can they actually secure this kill onto the Hog? Painkiller gets another hook at 1 HP and still goes over. Okay, okay. Fight over. Seeker down, but it's all good. It's only King left.
Only 16 meters from Nightmare, rather. So Extinction will be able to... This one going a little... Rather, Nightmare will keep this one. Nightmare in orange, Extinction in blue. I'll remember that one. And we'll keep this one going for a decent while longer. They definitely spent the Kitsune Rush to cap the checkpoint, which is always going to be where ultimate to cap. You take those. Waiting for the response from Nightmare, though. This blade is going to be unsupported. It's kind of scary. You got to play into Suzu, but also Hog. Get hooked while you're blading, and it's going to be rough.
My guy on the flank. Yeah, easy kill. Nice counter Hog, though.
Sniper's got Hog.
The Sniper's gone Hog. Thank you for Titan skin is pretty aura, actually. I'll say it. Nice move. Yep. The classic Hog v Hog. All right, the blade at least gets 1 for King. Make that 2. So low, though. Yeah, there's the hook. And another one for Painkiller. Kind of fun. Honestly, Painkiller.
Ulted for some reason. He's just ulted for some reason. Okay. Alright, they're about to hit the hundo. 100 meters about to come online. And now they're not playing Zarya anymore. King's like, I'm gonna go back to Tracer. That's the right move. I like to see that.
You lied.
Oh, Painkiller's hiding.
Oh, okay. There's the rush too, actually. Lucamino thinking we can win this fight, actually. Nemwai into the backline. Sniper is a 10. Like, I need someone to hook. Oh, what a hook onto Nemwai. It'll do. That's one. But post bomb. Then Lucamino gets 3. Okie dokie. Lucamino decides today we will be getting 100 meters, actually.
And now that Sniper's gonna hog, Painkiller's like, I'm gonna go ball here, but I suppose you do want to return to this fight quite quickly. They hit the over 100, 4 meters away from hitting Theorem as well. Nice shots coming through from Seeker.
Yeah, kind of clinical with the Freya now. Nano boost onto King. Dragon strike on the point. Okay, well, that's one way to reset a fight, I suppose. King still loses that fight too. Wow, he had Nano. Nano must have run out.
They're still getting kills in response despite all of that. They do lose control of the payload, get some kills late, but they lead 119 to 16. To see how the rest of this goes with the listening for Nightmare.
We get 3 angles of aggression on this Roadhog.
Setting up the sniper.
He's coming on.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, we just got 3, 2, 1. Come on.
We got no guys.
We have cast now.
Good.
I'm gonna stick right.
Spamming this choke, spam this choke. There's Suzy, there's Suzy.
Oh! No.
Yeah, no Suzy. Keep doing hard. No Suzy, no Suzy.
I wanna keep my angles, but I can't really. I can't stay right, I need help right.
I'm coming.
Oh my god.
Cast one.
Cast one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You did too greedy one, that one's dead.
Ajax to the mines!
No way.
Ajax to the mines. That was like a post bomb thrown in there. The mines are in there. There's like 3 mines in that small little little doorway. I was like, yeah, I was swapping anyway. It's all good, guys. I was going to Larry.
Yep. Little doorway looked like hell for sure. Oh, a little TP away, but Painkiller responds to get a nice roll through the whole team.
Wow. Nice bit of damage. Come on, Alba. Let's get a big ult in at least. All right, Painkiller's down. Okay, Alba. Big captive stun here. Come on. You got to build this ult.
PK's not winning ball parkour with that kind of move in the corner. Oh, Vision with a nice little triple. Late in the day, though. 3 minutes left to play through. Extinction with a fairly fresh comp here. With a lot of catch-up required. Who are they looking for right now? I look at the Freya.
Seeker. Yeah. They have a lost Seeker. Seeker's hide-and-seek champion. Seeker just left. I mean, I don't know where Seeker is right now, but... Well, there's the rush on the point. Both rushes, in fact. Painkiller is just going to permanently roll through this backline. Well, Seeker dies to a high noon. Okay, that's where Seeker was. Not sure where on the map that was, but it's all good. You got 1 kill at the very least. Big slam from Painkiller. Flashbang, and that's a kill. Soundbar from Nemwai, way too late. But Lucamino may be able to win this fight for the team again. Everybody's pretty low, but Sniper's holding that shield. 62 HP, though. Has to drop it eventually. Hopefully get some charge back. Lucamino TP's away. Wow, Nightmare is it's kind of crazy. Nightmare are actually still competitive in this fight. I'll say it. Maybe not anymore.
I mean, they're not being caught, except for right now. Lucamino finally goes down, but Nightmare was staying alive the entire time. Rocket by himself, by the way, forces Suzu out of scuff just from sheer pressure. A pulse even lands here. This is the payload being stolen away. Mines even being deployed.
Oh, he's like 100 HP. He's going to get booped into the device. He's dead. What a mines from